What's going on, YouTube? This is your backyard gardener. Today we're going to visit the Northern Lights Hydroponic and Garden Supply store. This is normally where I purchase my containers for my garden. If you look on my previous channel, I think I planted a lot of my cucumber plants in the black 15-gallon, 20-gallon containers. I'm going in here today because I'm in search of a 15 to 20-gallon container for my mulberry bush that I just received in the mail. It's a dwarf mulberry bush. So I want to hopefully take you along with me. I'm not sure if they allow recording, but I will ask before I just go in there and start recording and show you a couple of things that I do purchase out of this store. So we're inside the store, and this is where I get most of my gardening containers from when I have to purchase them. Now, this one right here is the premium nursery pot. It's a 10-gallon and it's $6.86. That might be good for my dwarf mulberry bush, but I think I might go over to the 15-gallon so I don't have to keep changing it out, which will be $8.99. Then it goes as big as 20 gallons. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah. So that'll be the one that I would get for my dwarf mulberry. And that should hold it for a couple of years. And then I'll change it out to the 20-gallon, which is $13.36. Okay. Alright, this is what we have here. So, this is what we got going on. Probably I'll get a saucer to go on the bottom to hold the water where I don't have to water it as much. And I'll check back with you. This is a small pot here. It's the same as my pot, maybe a little smaller. That's a pretty big tree. Okay, so we just left, well, I just left Home Depot. Now, the reason why I couldn't really record in there because the greenhouse is outside, and today, I'm not sure if you guys know, it is 30 degrees in Michigan. Feels like 20. So it's pretty cold. And I had to focus. It was too cold for me to try to do this. But anyway, so as you can see, I'm leaving Home Depot. What I did pick up in here was the raspberry plant, which is, let me show you, sit next to me, by Vigoro raspberry bush, to add to my collection of container fruits. And then as you see over here, you know, if you can see, we got the potting mix is what I use, is on sale for $5. The best time to get this is right before spring gets in real good, the beginning of the spring season. Because if you wait till like, I would say the end of May, 1st of June, it's going to actually go up to like $7 or $8 a bag. So right now they got it real cheap, and at the end of the season, they'll have it real cheap again. So either you buy early or you buy late, and that's how you catch a deal with your potting mix and your potting soil. I normally use Miracle-Gro. Sometimes I use Vigoro. It depends on what I'm growing. Next year I do plan to go all organic, so I won't be using any Miracle-Gro or Vigoro. I'll be going to an organic a potting mix. So this is Home Depot, and that's what I got. 4 bags of potting mix to fill up my raised beds, and 1 bag of potting soil, which is a lot heavier than the potting mix. And that's what I'm going to put my bushes, my bush crop in. So this is your backyard gardener giving you a garden update, and happy gardening, everyone. So this is what I got. This is my mulberry bush. Now, I was under the impression that it was going to be a dry root bush, but it seems like they kind of put it in some type of starter potting, like as if it was in a pot. So what I am going to do is I'm going to soak this to hydrate it before I plant it, but I'm not going to plant it inside that big pot. I'm going to have a smaller pot. Okay, YouTube. So I finally got the mulberry bush planted. Now the plant wasn't any more than about maybe 6 inches long. I thought it would be a little bit bigger when I received it in the mail, but once I opened it, it wasn't that big. I also thought it was a dry root plant, but it wasn't a dry root plant. It was actually they had pre-planted it in some type of soil. So I did let it soak for a little bit to get the stems hydrated before I planted it. Now, I originally had bought a big 15-gallon container for this particular bush, but by the plant being so small, it really didn't make sense to start it out in that. So what I did do was, remember those free Sam Club bakery buckets, 3-gallon? They came in handy today because that's exactly what I planted planted this mulberry bush in. The next bush that I'll be planting will probably be the raspberry bush, and also the blueberry bush, which the blueberry bush is a dry root bush.